Welcome back to HammerJoys.net. This is Andy. Do excuse me if I have any kind of sneezing fit or coughing fit. I'm still getting over a cold. But today, the long-awaited Nexus S is at the shops. So of course, I've waited. I hope you appreciate how hard it is to not break that seal. I went out on my lunch break and I was sat there looking at the box, wanting to have a play, but I didn't. I waited for you to be able to show you guys. I was kind of surprised. There's not really much normally on the back. You find a lot of specifications, nothing there at all. So there wasn't really anything for me to read about on the box, kind of dull. But now the moment is here. As with the oh dear, I cut the box. As with the Galaxy Tab, there's two seals. The outside one was still sealed, the inside one was broken. So it's obviously a Samsung thing. Inside the box, that's what we know there. I think it's just a bit of fancy. I like the colour around the edges. Very Nexus S. Already I can feel the contour. You might have heard about the see that, how it's shaped supposedly to fit your face. So let's have a look around the actual device first. Now I will declare straight away, I was quite a fan of the Samsung Galaxy S. A lot of people said, oh, it felt cheap, it was this, that and the other, very plasticky. Now I don't know why, just because something feels light, why does that mean it has to be cheap? Look at a Bugatti, surely that's made of, you know, they try and make the body shell from a sort of as light and plasticky product as possible, surely. So why is it such a bad thing if you do that with a phone? As long as it's, you know, I never had it fall into bits on me, the Galaxy S. Yeah, I liked that it was nice and light, and I've got to say I like already how light this feels. It's I believe it's 129 grams, so it's 1 gram lighter than the Nexus 1, am I getting my numbers right there? It's quite a long way lighter than my Desire HD, which is about 164 grams. Much like the Galaxy S, it has the sort of fatter bottom, if you don't mind me saying. See there at the back the speaker. Hopefully it'll be as good as the Galaxy S one. I love the speaker on the Galaxy S. Then we have the 5 megapixel camera with the LED flash. Okay, it's not the 8 megapixel like on the Desire HD. I'm really not bothered by megapixels. How often, you know, when I take a picture, 9 times out of 10 I'm using image shrink to bring it down before I tweet it or post it to Facebook or whatever. So 5 megapixel, that's fine for me. We also have the front facing camera, which I believe does 640 by 480, which I think is around 3 megapixel, but someone correct me in the comments if I've calculated that wrong. You can see at the top there the light sensor and of course the speaker for the ear. Down the bottom we don't see almost anything at this point. Obviously I'm sure the buttons will light up when we turn it on. It's got the 1 gigahertz Hummingbird Cortex A8 CPU inside it, which I don't know, to be honest, up till about 3 or 4 days ago I really wasn't interested in the Nexus at all. The specs didn't look to be anything better than the Desire HD. The only thing it had going for it was gingerbread, of course, 2.3, and they were pricing it at $550. I just wasn't interested. But then 3 days ago, news broke that they were dropping it to $430. Now that's a price I'm willing to try a phone on, basically. So off I went, and it does look, you know, I like, people say, like I say, people say it's cheap. That feels pretty good to me. It's nice. It's a nice weight. It feels nicely built. There's no creaking. As even if I try and kind of bend it or flex it, that feels pretty good. Right, we'll come back to that in a second. So have a look what we've got in the box. Why does that come out separately? Anything? No, it didn't look to be. So why have they got? Oh dear. Why have they got a handle, so to speak, in there? Maybe it's supposed to fit together. Safety precautions. Yeah, really dangerous. I often find myself wounding myself with my phone. Warranty. Okay, so let's have a look inside the actual box. Of course, the proprietary USB cable, which I would hope by now you have several laying around your house or wherever. workplace. Headset, it's kind of wrapped up a little strange, but there it is. Samsung headset, might be interesting to try actually. I would remind you, this is just an unboxing, it's not a review. I have had people moaning in the comment sections of some of my unboxings, oh what a crap review. It's not a review, I'm just I'm just opening the product so you can see what's in here. We will have a first look around it. So there's the standard battery, 1500 milliamps, as you can see at the bottom there. One of the things that really does interest me is that, of course the charger, quite like that sort of charging unit there. One thing that does interest me is that it's apparently gingerbread has been optimised a bit so it works better power-wise. One of the reviews I was looking at was talking how they were using it quite heavily and still getting 20 hours life out of it very easily. Right, so I've unwrapped the battery. Now, should we peel? Yeah, let's peel off the covers. There goes the front. There goes the back. Very similar to the Galaxy S. I don't know how well you can see that on the camera. Kind of speckled effect on the back. And the front. It says it's coated with anti-smudge, but already I can see I've put a couple on. So it is a curved, again, just to, you can see they're slightly curved. Obviously 800 by 480, you wouldn't expect anything less from a 4-inch screen. Super AMOLED. I mean, that's one thing I did love on the Galaxy S. Let's try not to break this taking it off, but I assume we just rip away. Whee, easy. Just give me 1 second, let me just pull it aside while I do that. Hard for me to do it with my extended arms. There we go, so we're inside. Nothing unusual there. I'm going to pop the battery in and we'll hope it's got a little bit of life in it. Pop the back on, it snaps in place. See, that's to me that sounds quite good. It doesn't sound cheap and plasticky, that sounded pretty solid. Now we just have to find the power button on the side. There it is, the turning on of the Nexus S. You see the keys at the bottom have lit up. We've got the volume rocker on the side as you would expect. I'm so glad, there we go, the usual Nexus boot screen. I'm so glad they've put the micro USB on the bottom of this. They put it on the top on the Galaxy S and it was so annoying. Already I can see those icons look a lot smaller. It's probably a good thing. 2:51 AM. No, it isn't. And here we are. One thing I want to check, I remember someone mentioning the power off. Oh, that's nice, look. It's funny how the small things amuse us, isn't it? Okay, so that does feel very smooth actually. Now what I'm going to do, I'll probably edit this out. I'm going to connect to my Wi-Fi just so we can use that. Let's go into, well, I'll edit out the bit where I put my password in anyway. 1 second. And we're back. Sorry about that, I just signed into my Google account as well. Celia Wraps, touch the launcher icon, thank you. So now, I mean, the funny thing is I have to admit, it's a long time since I've used stock Android. That seems very smooth. One thing I've already noticed, the buttons are different along the bottom in different positions. The back button's now on the left. Well, I can't remember where it was on my Nexus, but I'm sure it's not there on my Desire HD. Let's have a look. Notifications. Obviously I haven't got much on here at the moment, so it's already started syncing in some of my contacts. They still look sort of quite basic. Some of my, well, they're not even a friend anymore, someone I knew. So it's still very basic looking compared to something like Sense HB. Oh, but it's very smooth. Have a quick look at the dialer. Mobile network not available. What else do we want to see? Let's see if we can see a quick YouTube video. Let's have a look at a Hemorrhoids video while we're here. Look, Glasgow Universal Stadium. Is it loading? Yeah, it's just loading in the background. Welcome back to Hemorrhoids.net. You have to excuse my voice. This is me. This is Andy. I've got a cold though, so screen looks pretty good to me. It does. It feels very responsive. I just wish they would put a bit more effort into. So I mean, you look at these buttons on the bottom. They're very dull. They're very dreary. So even 2.3, you go into settings. You know, you compare it to a Sense UI version, but nice and colourful. I know it's sort of silly and oh, look, it glows orange when we get to the top. But it's just, you know, it's the little things that would make the difference, I think. Manage apps. Let's have a look. This is the new feature, I think, of 2.3. So it shows us what's running. There's the graph along the bottom. It shows the internal storage. Gigabyte still free, 36 used. See our downloads, application downloaded there. See what's running there. One process, one service. There's supposedly as well some better battery. Maybe we've got to go to settings for that. Excuse me, I'm kind of forgetting where I'm going. Battery use. So we've got a graph along the top. At the moment, doesn't really make much sense to me. I'm sure it will the further I go in. So, I mean, I suppose that's it really, just for the sort of initial look of things. I'm not much of a fan of the new Nexus S wallpaper, to be honest. I wonder what else is in there. Microbes. Oh yeah, I think I had microbes before. Let's have a look at that. Oh, see, that looks more fun. Oh, they're eating stuff. Oh, that's kind of cool. We'll go with that one. This is the standard sort of weather and news. So, I would say, initial impressions, it seems very smooth. I've not seen any kind of jutter or lag or anything, but I've got no apps installed on there just yet. So, it'll be a bigger test. Oh, I can drop food for them. It'll be a bigger test when I've got some apps installed. This is just an unboxing and a first look. If you want to know more about what I think of it, you need to head over to our website in, well, probably, oopsie daisy, probably be, I guess, after Christmas now, because I'm kind of busy right the way up through, but I've got lots of time afterwards, so I will get the review up as soon as possible. If you want to know more of my thoughts on what's happening with the phone quicker than that, then you want to be on Twitter, really. If you're a gadget fan, if you're a phone fan and you're not on Twitter, I need to know why. But follow me at AndyCR15 to follow me myself, or at Hemorrhoids to get the lowdown much quicker. That's it really for now. Overall, I'm kind of impressed. Going from 3 days ago, didn't care. I'm actually kind of impressed now, and I'm sort of, I don't know, it'll be interesting to see. I did always like my Galaxy S, and if it wasn't so buggy with things like GPS, the microphone issues, the terrible file system, if it wasn't for that, then, you know, the Desire HD might not have been kept. So if this is the Galaxy S with 2.3, without those problems, we could be on a winner. I might have a new phone. I hate having to keep buying all my new attachments and stuff. Anyway, there we go. Oh, off he goes. This is Andy, Hemorrhoids.net.